All right, so lesson two. Lesson two, these two, when it says evaluate, that means we're actually find an actual answer. So find a value for x is what we're really doing here. And when we're finding an answer to evaluate here, in the notes, I had you equal this to x. And you don't have to equal it to x. It just gives us, because it matches this formula. Because technically we're evaluating this, which means we're finding an answer. And what this means, so hard because I can't point to anything, but this is saying 6 to what power equals this, okay? That's what this means. This is saying 6 to what power equals 216, okay? So when we're looking at this, remember we can write the log b of a equals x. And remember, this is in lesson 2. Remember b to the x equals a. So we could rewrite this to look like this, which is what we need to do. That's how we solve this problem. So I'm going to label this b, this a, and obviously that's x. So if we're following this formula, b to the x equals a, well, b is 6 raised to the x power equals a, which is 216. So it's saying 6 to what power is 216? And in your calculator, start multiplying 6. So we know that 6 times 6 is 36. 36 times 6 is 216. So how many 6s does it take to get to 216? 3. Okay, number 4. So the base here, if there's no base at all, it's a 10. Okay, it's a 10. Remember with ln, the natural log, if there's no base, it's an e, right? With log, if there's no base, it's a 10. So again, if we want to equal this to x, and if we want to label this, let me label it here. Let me label it b, a, x. So if we're following this, b to the x equals a means 10 to the x equals 10. Well, what would x equal? 1. Because 10 to the first power gives me 10, right? Same thing here. If I label this b, a, and I equal this to x, b is 2 to the x equals a, which is 64. So how many 2s does it take to get to 64? So let's see. I don't know if you can hear that crying in the background. It's my niece. Okay, I think it's 6 if I'm right. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6. X is 6 because 2 to the 6th power is 64. Remember, this does not mean 2 times 6, right? It's 2 to the 6, right? 2 to the 6, which just means this. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, 6 times. Okay, number 6, rewrite. Rewrite means we're not solving. We're not finding the answer. Like up here, it says evaluate, which means find an answer. So we have to find, like, it's going to be a number, right? 3, 1, 6. But in this case, we're just rewriting. So really, this is just saying this is b, a, and x. So b to the x equals a. That's it. That's all you're doing. By the way, that's a true statement because 5 squared is 25, right? 5 times 5. And same thing here. Now we're rewriting, except we're putting the exponential, this is exponential, we're putting it in logarithmic form, which means if this is b to the x equals a, we're going to use that to get back to log b of a equals x. So we're going backwards. Well, log, my b here is 2, so log base 2 of a is 16, equals x, and x is 4. So that would be your answer here. All we're doing is rewriting.